This is our jam, ladies. This is our jam.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound.
Take a deep breath.
Cause you know
Station.
Okay.
You know that
Right?
film. Devo Brown here. We're talking White Chicks, which was, we had to go into the time machine for a little bit. 2004.
21 years ago. To the window, to the wall. We don't need to see the rest of the lyrics on that one. But that film, a classic at the time.
It was.
Wayans brothers. You have, of course, Marlon and Sean in that. The premise of the film is they're two FBI agents. They have to go undercover as very high-end socialites, and they need to fit in. So that's there it is. They're in the Hamptons. They're being used as bait for a kidnapper. So then they become the White Chicks.
And then hilarity ensued.
Yeah. Like there was a couple of these. There's a bunch of scary movies that they did. We're just talking about the time and what film was doing and saying and was allowed to do in the early 2000s. If you really think about it, this film, I mean, it cost them $37 million. There's Terry Crews. 113 they made at the worldwide box office. So it made them some money in there.
A lot of, I was just looking at that.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, that's kind of nasty.
When you think about some of these scenes. But yeah, sorry, continue.
Well, it got us to thinking, and we're having the discussion here in the studio, and I'm sure you think about this at home, but comedy back then, and bringing it back now. So Marlon was on the carpet, red carpet for the NAACP Awards this weekend, and someone asked about White Chicks. Would you would you reboot this? Are you going to do it again?
Right.
And he's like, well, I think it's time.
That's all he said.
All he said, I think it's time we could do it. And then everyone's saying, they're in production. They're ready to go. Da-da-da. And then he posted on Instagram last night. And he's like, no, slow down. I didn't say, I just said it was time, and that's it. So would we welcome a film like that again, considering where things have gone and where people feel comedy is at?
Where we are 21 years later from when we were all laughing along, would we have the same humor? Could they make the same jokes? That was kind of the beauty of that movie then, right? Because they pushed those limits and they said certain things, and now I don't think they can make it the same way that they would want to make it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think it would have the same effect. They'd have to make changes. What do you think?
I'm so torn about comedy, right? Like when you look at comedy, comedians always say it's jokes. That's all it is. We're not here to offend anybody. We're not doing it to incite anyone in any way. So I always look at comedy as just that, as a standalone. But we are at a different time.
Yeah.
And the sensitivities are very sensitive. Just for lack of a better term.
But anytime you have, say, a comedian on the show, you ask them, where can you dance along the line, right? There's a gray zone, and where is that line now? And every comedian has a different answer.
Right.
Right? And what you find funny, what I find funny, what, the grand audience finds funny can be very different.
It is. And look, that cancel culture has come, and now for a lot of people, they say it's gone. We don't want to do the cancel culture anymore. We're willing to hear people and things like that. So can you bring these jokes back? You let us know what you think. I'm torn on this, but as of right now, there's no White Chicks reboot in production. It's just a thought in the Wayans' minds.